Alright guys, welcome back to another video from Butter Royale TV. Today we are going to be building a budget AK74m. It's a great gun. Doesn't take many mods to really set it off as something that's usable even in an end game scenario. So, and for very cheap. So we have 5 essential parts. Well, I guess 4 essential parts, but most people like a sight. First part is PWS CQB. It's a muzzle break. An RK0. It's a foregrip. A recoil pad. I've got a foregrip and rail mount. And then we have our reflex sight. Put these parts up. Alright, now to assemble the gun. If you don't have a workbench, well, if you do have a workbench, you can go into modding and change out all the parts there. But, you know, some of us don't have workbenches, so we're gonna have to go about it the long way. So, first we get our AK74m. Again, around 22k. Perfect. Once we have the rest of the parts, the assembly goes as follows. We want to remove any sort of muzzle break or compensator that is already on the gun. That's a PWS CQB we just threw on there. Next, we remove any sort of foregrip that's on the gun, because we are replacing that with the B10. Our RK0 goes right on the B10. This is a recoil pad for the standard polymer stock. And then this is my preferred sight. This uses a dovetail mount, as you can see here on the gun. This is actually a dovetail mount right here. And this fits right on there. If you don't like this sight, there are other options, such as you can use the AK-7. Otherwise, if you want to put, you can also put a PSO on there. I wouldn't really recommend using the 5.45 ammunition long range like that. It is definitely not a sniper rifle. You'll see significant bullet drop over 200 meters. Like significant. And these scopes are not zeroed for this type of ammunition. So I don't recommend using those. You can use like the B13 rail platform, and then you can put a variety of sights on there. Whatever your favorite sight is, whatever sight you guys killed somebody and took their sight, and you have a sight laying around, you know, you can put whatever on there at that point. You can put a thermal on there if you really wanted to, you know, you can put anything. But it's a budget guide, so I went with the Cobra. It is a great sight. I do use it on some of my meta builds that I run. Can also add this Cobra shade. It does not change your view picture at all, but it does add I think 1 ergonomic, yeah, and it's very cheap, but that's up to you. Yeah, this is the build I came up with. 60 recoil. You can definitely full spray with this thing if you're, you know, short to medium range. The ergonomics on it are not bad at all. It's a great budget build. Now, let's take this into the hideout. So the other item was an optional one. It was a laser. Some people like playing with lasers because they like to hip or point fire. It's actually point firing in this game. It's not hip firing. And the laser makes that 10 times more accurate. So we're going to take the gun in the hideout, take it into my shooting range. Let's get rid of, let's take that off. Hey, and if you guys keep it up, you know, be rocking these someday. Keep playing, man. It's a great game. These are iron sights. I forgot to put the scope on. The iron sights aren't bad either. If you're really trying to save a penny, run the iron sights. They're not that bad, but so single tap. All right. Now what I wanted to show you. Without a laser, when you don't ADS, it's called a point fire. So, you know, that kind of goes all over. That's a pretty wide range of things. Now if we come back on here and we throw this laser on here, we go right back into the same hideout. Make sure your laser's on. And you know, it's nice and bright. You can see that. You can see what you're shooting at quite a far ways away. Check out the difference here. I believe I was standing like right here. That was like all right there. If you're planning on not ADSing and ever shooting at somebody, you need to run a laser. It is one of the most important things in the game, and I think people understate how important that is. As far as ammunition types, you know, BS rounds are, in my opinion, the best round in the game. We got 7.39, which is the highest penetrating round, but it over penetrates like 90% of armors. So the ammo that you as a budget guide viewer would be using would be BT. I know they did raise the cost of this. I don't really think this is very fair, considering the gap they really put between BP and it. BT is slightly better, however it is a tracer. But if you had to ask my opinion, I would use at least BT. BP if you have to, but you're never ever going to want to use like PP, PRS, PS, TUS, none of that. It's bad. It's bad. You're not going to kill anybody. They'll be wearing a level 2 armor and you will be shooting them like all day. They'll just tank it. Don't use it. It's bad. Yeah, BT is my recommended budget ammo. BT and then BP right behind it. And if you can afford it, wow, they really raised the price of that too. You do find lots of boxes of BS and stuff around though, so you know, grab those when you see them, save them up. You know, once you got 60 or 120 rounds of it, run a raid with some BS, go somewhere, try to take out some geared dudes. This ammo shreds. Anyways, hope you guys learned something. Again, the difference, it doesn't have to be this laser, it can be any laser you find. You know, it can be a Clash, whatever. As long as it has a laser, it will increase your point fire accuracy. It does not increase your accuracy when you are aimed down your sights, but point firing or hip firing, if you want to call it that, it's a must. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. You can catch my other videos. I stream pretty much every day, 1 p.m. Central, until whenever I either get angry at the game or the servers die, or if I have to go to work or whatever. But yeah, I'm always welcome to answer questions. If you guys want to stop in, just say, hey, I had a question about this or that, or you know, which one of these two is better, what's your opinion on this. I can help out with all that stuff. So that's twitch.tv/ButterRoyaleTV. Yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys probably tomorrow. Thanks, bye.